Guys, how are we all doing? Hope we had a good weekend, a productive weekend, and hope we're ready for the new week. Let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the weekly, guys. If we look at the weekly, here we had our breakout structure, right? So swing low, right? So now here we have our swing high. So this is the weak leg, right? So boom, right? These are the bumps. These are the bumps in the road, right? One, two, and here we're also having another retracement. So if we look to the left, where we were in a strong supply zone, this area that took out that, right? So we have this equal highs. It took it out and then sold, broke structure also. So let's keep an eye on that. So if you can see what we're just trading basically on euro dollar is just this is a consolidation, right? Look at this, just tight doji candles, right? No movement, just showing you equilibrium between the buyers and the sellers. So I mean, that's it. So if you're trading Euro USD this week, keep that in mind. Like just keep that in mind. Like okay, whatever I'm trading this tight market range, which hasn't been moving for how many weeks now? About 4 or 5 weeks, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 weeks. So I mean, if you're still interested in trading it, good luck to you. Whatever you see, you see. But for me, for now, I'm just looking at it and waiting to see some actual movement, right, in either direction. Then we can follow and see what happens. Okay, so dollar, on the dollar, let's get right into it. So now you can see on our weekly level, right? If you see here, look to our left, we have this demand level, right, before this push up, right? So, and you can say, okay, price came into it, right? Price came into it, took out this equal lows. It took out this equal lows and then came into it. And it's the same story. It's been consolidative, right? No movement, basically no movement, just slow grind, just slow. And I mean, okay, like I would just rather not trade this market. Like for me personally, I would just rather not. I would look for other pairs to trade. For example, let's go to the JPY basket. I'm not dying on dollar. Let's go to the JPY basket. So if we look at the JPY basket, for example, if we go to the higher time frame, you can clearly see we're in a downtrend, right? That's clear to see. But also, if you look here, right? So here, first thing we want to mark is our swing structure. So swing high, low, pull back. We broke this low, right, with this high. So this becomes our swing high. This becomes our swing low. This is our strong swing high. Now we came into here. We just wicked it, right, and then we just started. So we won't consider this a break because it's just a week, right? For me, I don't consider this a break. Some people might. I mean, good luck. So for me, I would just like to see lower prices on the yen. Also, now if we now take this, now if we take this, here, see here, right? So if you want to sell something, where do you want to sell it from? You want to sell it from the premium price, right? Sorry, give me a second. Let's draw that again. Should be drawn from um, up to down if you're in a downtrend. Okay, so if you want to sell something, you want to sell it from premium, you want to buy it from discount, right? And this is still, if we look at this swing structure from this swing high to this swing, from this low to this high, we're still in premium pricing. So for me, it just makes sense like, okay, let's look for sales on the yen basket because of its trend, right? Now also I can see this is a good area of demand, right? If you look to my left, right, you can see here, this is a good area of demand. Like, so you always have to consider what you have, right? If we look at here, right, this is right? So look at this whole thing. It's coming to here, it pushed up, coming to here, we bought again. So now we're coming back again. This is also coincide with our zero point 0.5 level, also our yearly open. So this can be a strong area of support that can push the market up. But I definitely know there are buyers here waiting to buy. So whatever happens from here on, we'll see. Perhaps we break this and then we start to sell into these lows. I would be happy to take out these lows and these lows, right? So if that happens, that's nice. If not, we just start looking for higher prices, right? And that would just mean, so if we're bearish on the yen, right, that would just mean, okay, basically we would be AUD, JPY, GBP, JPY, we would be buying those pairs, right? And so if we're, and vice versa also. So if we're bullish on the yen, we'll be selling those pairs, okay? So, and so let's see what happens this week with this pair. If it's because it's squeezing also, if we look at the daily time frame, it's squeezing into this, giving us this descending trend line. So it can also come and we'll start taking it out. So I just want to see that price injection, and perhaps like they would also elect a new prime minister soon, so we would know, okay, whatever the fiscal policy he wants to take, and that would tell us, okay, future indications on the yen. But for now, let's just wait and see what happens this week. Okay, so with GBP USD, similar story, right? So as I've been saying since last week, right, we pushed up into this high, we pushed up into this high, and then we made this 1 2 3 change market change structure, right? And now we're bearish, and we took out this into this liquidity high, and then we started to sell from there. Now we're back here. So for me, I would like to perhaps see higher prices on this, and taking out this descending highs here, targeting this quarterly open. So let's see how that works out for us. If we can perhaps see a push up, maybe retesting this area where we see that push up price injection, right? Perhaps on the 4 hour, if we go to the 4 hour, right? So you can see that push up, then we just put our buy limit here. So, and then we can just get in and target these highs, right? So let's see if that, and target this liquidity. So this is the area that I want us to target. So let's see if that works out for us. That would be nice. Uh, with NZD USD, since last week I've been saying, okay, I want to, all I'm looking for in this pair is buys and buys and buys, and here it came straight into. So I was looking for, okay, we'll take out this low, and then we'll just get that injection, right? So we did that. I thought we were going to come a bit lower. It didn't happen. We just, once we wicked it, it just pushed up, and we missed that. We missed that entry. This was a missed trade for last week, but now we've also come into this area of supply. For me, is not that strong because we still have this liquidity that it didn't take. So I would like to see this place get taken out. Maybe we connect with this supply zone here, and then we see what happens. So for me, it's just about following the order flow and just looking for buys on this market. There's no, so if you look here to our left, what do we have? We have here a strong area of demand. It just took out liquidity, right? Give me a second, I'm trying to, okay, so this took out liquidity right here. So you could have just put your entry, and then you just be in the market with that'll be on Friday like this, and then you can target, right here for like a 1 to 1.5. For me, it doesn't fit my risk to reward, so I wouldn't be taking this trade, but I'll just forward test it. So it took out this low, and then let's see if we can hit our target and see. Okay, with AUD JPY, pardon, with AUD USD. So we have this liquidity that I marked, and then this descending highs. So for me, I just want to see what happens when we get there, and if we take out the high, maybe we can look for a quick sell or something, and let's see what happens. I just want to see what happens when we get there, and then we know what to do. But for now, there's not much to say about this market. Which is just bullish. So I've been looking for any other thing apart from buys. It's just redundant. Um, BTC USD, as bullish as it can get, right? What do we want? Okay, so you can see we're approaching this liquidity high. So perhaps if we take out this high, we can see some deeper retracement, and then we can find an entry. So all we just want is buys on this market. So this is a strong supply zone, right? Because it took, look at it, it came into here, took out this liquidity, and then we sold. I think perhaps this might also be a news candle, right? So we took out the high and then came take out the low. So perhaps we'll just take out this high of the candle, and then we'll have that retracement, and then we can look for those entries. Okay, and then let's have a look at gold. And so with gold, what can we say? It's a good supply zone pushing the market down lower, or you just want to look for his buys, right? I mean, I just want perhaps, okay, we take out this low, come into this imbalance, this support level, this supply area right here, sorry. So we come into the supply area, or maybe here, and then we see that change of character, and then we go in. Okay, and so the let's look at USD CHF, USD CAD, USD CHF, and JPY pair. Okay, let's delete this first of all. So first of all, I mean, when it's bearish, right? So all we just want to look for is sells, right? That's all. But also I can see, okay, so we have here this area of support. We came in here, pushed up, we came in here again, made another push up. Now we started to come down slower and slower and slower. Now we're back into this area of support again. We pushed up. I want to see what happens here. I don't want to be selling into here because it didn't match my risk to reward ratio. That was just my risk. I want to see what happens here because of this area. I want to see, okay, maybe we take out these lows, or maybe we start to look for higher prices on USD CHF. Who knows, right? So that's why I wasn't comfortable with selling from here. But it's a bearish market. If it fits your risk appetite, go ahead. You can look for those sells from here, because here we had that, okay, liquidity taken, this monthly open, and then we had the change of character. Now we retrace into here. So this can just be your short position from here, right? Like 30 pip stop, and then targeting like a 1 to 2 perhaps. So, and maybe even a new low, right? So it's quite a nice trade to be in if you would want to. We just keep in mind that we have this area beneath us, which has held the market thrice, and the way the price action was approaching it, I would like to see a break of it, and then maybe I could just find an entry that would like suit me better. Okay guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you for your time. If anything, I would just update it via text or chat rather. I don't know, the YouTube text. Right? Goodbye.